So before going to start my session, okay, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Vidyashri. I'm having total 8+ years of experience in performance testing and engineering. So I'm currently working in one of the software reputed company as a team lead, and I'm having good and deeper knowledge on profiling tools as well. And apart from that, I'm pretty much interested to implementing the automation plugins as well. So I have idea on Java code as well. So I have written Java code in previous one of my organization, and I have implemented plugins. So now still now I mean, I came out of that organization, still they are using my implemented plugins, automation plugins like for report generating and um, generating the report after every test execution with the load runner and JMeter automatically in a minute. So those whole report process I have automated. So now also that previous company organization people are using my automation plugins. And coming to this performance testing training, okay, we are having an institute like Vidyashri Online in Training Institute with the name. We are having Gestyle as well. So at the same time, I'm having a YouTube channel. Go through my previous demos and NFR as well. So in this training, I would like to give a performance testing training. Like we are having different testing types of testing. So I would like to give a performance testing training on load runner and JMeter tools. I will cover these two tools in our training session. And so the tools which I am going to cover is like performance testing tools, as I said, like load runner and JMeter. So and here I have attached all the content list of the documents as well for JMeter and both load runner, and you can go through that content list as well. And in load runner we are having different components, right? So I am going to cover by VUGen, controller and analysis. And coming to JMeter, so I will cover like GUI and non-GUI mode with the different regions as well. And I will cover both load runner and JMeter with virtual table server. This is used for data setup. And external tools I would like to introduce is like encoder, decoder, and regex 101 is mostly especially used for regular expression extractors. So and I would like to explain you about Vidler, Bad Boy, HTTP Watch, and F12 developer tools. So by using these tools, I think we can call it as external tools. So by using these tools, we can also record the scripts, and we can convert our scripts to load runner or JMeter. Okay, so in coming classes, we will see little in deeper about these things. And API testing, I would like to show you in JMeter and load runner both as well with the Postman. So coming to integration part, I won't promise you with Jenkins, but I will try to make it. The setup and configuration, if everything goes well, then I would like to show you the Jenkins integration as well. And with JMeter, I would like to show you how to push, pull, and how to commit the scripts into JMeter. And load runner also, I will show you the Git, ALM, Micro Focus, and PC integration as well. So I think you all know that Performance Center is not an open source tool. So for that we need a license, but I will explain you through document with this. And coming to server side monitoring tools, I will cover Perfmon. And App Dynamics, again, it's a licensed one. I would like to cover with documentation, like even installation steps of the App Dynamics, and configuration with agents as well. And then in how to use the App Dynamics with all documentation. Okay. And apart from the database monitoring. Okay. So in database monitoring, actually in every organization, AWR reports are used. But that is also a completely licensed one, and that infrastructure configuration will be done by database, I mean infrastructure team and then network team. And for test data setup, I would like to show you about Toad or MySQL or MongoDB. So Toad and MySQL, all these things also we need a database, right? We need a database uh, already created. So then only I can show you with the document. And thread dumps, heap dumps, garbage collections, I will cover using JProfiler and Eclipse Mat. And again, in this I have not included overall content. Okay, please go through this document. So in this document, detailed content is available. So I will also explain you about load balancers as well. So in between, if I get worked with license team about Grafana or something, if I get a license or if I get a proper configuration, I will definitely show you about Grafana or App Dynamics in real time. Okay, so these are all the tools covered. And so before going to start our performance testing, okay, so every software organization will follow this SDLC lifecycle, right? So as you all know that software development lifecycle is a process. So it was used by every software industries to design or develop the high quality softwares. Okay, so like whatever it may be, if they may implement net banking domain, or if they may be insurance domain, or if they may be any healthcare domains or any learning domains, any domain if you can take. So every software company will follow this SDLC life cycle. So in this SDLC life cycle, we are having different phases. And before going to start this theoretical part, I would like to say one thing, like I don't want to spend more time with theoretical part. I will go with basics because these things we will never use in real time. So I would like to focus more on real time situations and real time project. I mean real time hands on experience. So I would like to give a basic overview of all this theoretical part so that you people also will not get bored. So in SDLC life cycle phases, I think first phase was like formation phase. Formation phase means here the project initiation will happen. Project initiation means, as you all know that, right? Rough estimation, like this project we would like to implement. If we implement or if we develop this project, so what are the benefits? All the discussions will happen in project initiation or in for formation phase. And second phase was like requirement gathering phase. Okay, in requirement gathering phase, we will, as you all know that, we will gather all the requirements, whatever we need it for the particular project. Maybe functional requirements or technical or any review reports and any approvals we need or any statement of work we need. All the requirements, architecture, everything will be done in requirement planning phase. And coming to design phase, in this what will happening is like the design or the over the review of the application will happen, and in this detailed project development will be involved. Okay, like how many team members we need, and what is the team size, and what are the exact code, or what are the front end we need, we have to use, what is the back end things, all the things will be designed in the designing phase. And construction phase, it will includes like code review, like if they implemented particular part of code, okay, how the code will be, and each code will be divided based on the team size. So that code will be distributed among team size, and they will start doing the coding and start kicking off the project will happens here. And phase 5 means once the code implementation developmentation will completes, it will enter into the testing phase. So as you all know that testing will have different types of testing. Okay, like system testing or functional testing, non-functional testing, all the different type of testings we have, right? So in coming slides we'll see in detail about the different type of testings, all the things. Okay, and once the testing part will be complete, it will move to the product release. Okay, so once the performance test will complete, then only the product will be enters into the production. So out of this testing life cycle, so performance testing is a part. So we'll see in next slides in little bit detail about that testing life cycle and testing related stuff. So once the product will testing will complete, it will move to the releasing. Okay, and releasing means it will enter into the market, and the application will be on live. So based on that, again, if any issues will comes, or if anything we would like to implement, again it will comes into post implementation phase. So once the post implementation, what are the changes we need, what are the enhancements, what is the maintenance, what is the implementation thing, all the things we'll discuss. And again, it's enter into the again formation stage and requirement gathering. Again it will goes like that, so that build by build, release by release, the code will be implemented and the product will be project designing will be complete. So this is overall thing about SDLC phases. And in SDLC we are having different methodologies. So waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, agile model, V model, big bang model, all these are the different type of models available in the market. So compared to all these type of models, so waterfall model and agile model, V model, these are mostly used. So even compare with waterfall and V model also, agile model is the very good model compared to other all methodologies. So what I would like to give an overview about waterfall model. Waterfall model is like falling like a mountain. It will follow the step by step, like okay, requirement, once the requirement gather will complete, then only it enter into analysis. Once analysis completes, then only it enter into design phase. Once the design completes, then only it will move to the coding phase. So if it will be like this, then what will happens? So definitely, if any difficulty or if any coding related issue will happens, it won't move to the next phase. Or if any testing issue will happens, if it won't acceptance, then it won't go to in between, in middle, it won't go to if any issue will happens, it won't go to start. Definitely it will move to start, and from top it should follow. If any difficulties happens in between, there is no way to skip or enter into the starting stage. We should wait till ending state, and then only we can go to stop and we can start it again. So this is the very big drawback for this waterfall model. Okay, it is a one of the integration of big bang model. And um, coming to the next methodology is V model. So V model itself is like testers and developers will start the acceptance to plan at the time same time, like requirement specification, the testers will start and the developers will both will start parallelly. And it was not suitable for very very big applications, it will suitable for only smaller applications. And in this we many different type of adjustments we have, like different type of changes will have for development of the project, because it's a wastage of time, right? So both will happen parallelly. If any changes will happens in development, definitely the testers should also changes their requirements, or in functional specification, or in anything, whatever the test plan integration or test cases writing, anything, both will start at the same time. If any code changes will happen, definitely all the testers and developers, that whole methodology will be I mean the whole criteria will be changes. So for end user perfect perspective, um, we have to wait till the implementation to like whatever the whatever the end users, we have to wait the implementation phase to the end in the order. Like for example, he should wait acceptance test, once it's done, then we need to wait for integration, then system, then unit, and then code. I mean code you so everything will be depends on one another. If any changes is happened in the developer side, then it will again the tester should test that application, so again it will be complete dependency. This is the main drawback of V model. So coming to agile methodology, nowadays all the software companies will following this agile methodology. Okay, here what the project management will do is they will design some framework. Okay, in this the whole project will be breaks into pieces. Okay, several phases or several pieces. For example, my project is net banking. Whole my project will be divided into some different phases. In first phase, what will happens is testers, developers, everyone will should involve. Okay, so once the project plan will happen, then at the same time the review reporting meetings. So as you all know that, right, scrum meetings. Scrum meetings means the scrum master will be there. There we can join all the functional team, manual testing team, and performance testing team. All the different types of tester teams will be involved in that scrum meetings. So there the scrum master will show the exposure of that project and the feature, and so that everyone will understand that feature. At the same time, he will supports to encourage, I mean, he will supports to um, the, to complete that particular phase in a time, within a time. So here we can use the Jira board, as you all know that, right? The Jira board, Kanban board. So all these boards we have available. So using that Jira, the developer, once the code will implements for that particular feature, he will add or use he will add the test case for us. So we can accept the test case, and we will set up a call with them, and we can get all the requirement information whatever we need. And after gathering all the required information, okay, what we will do, we need to follow the process like creating scripting or executing the test. All the process will follow, and once we have done, if we found any defects or issues, we can log it on Jira, so that the developers can easy to interact with the Jira. And in this daily team meetings will happens, and manager meetings will have, and scrum meetings, and retrospective meetings. All these type of meetings will happens. And every sprint will be in for every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks the new release will happens. So once the release will happens, it will move to the next phase. In the next phase, what will happens is like, is there any code changes in that feature? Again, it will comes to planning, and there again that piece of code will be implemented, and it will move to next release. So the main advantage of this agile model, what it will do is, like, whenever the code changes or any code issues we got, okay, we no need to wait till that to resolve. We can move that change to that issue to the next sprint. In that next sprint, the developer will involve and resolve the issue, and we can again execute the test. That is the very good approach in this agile methodology. This is very important question in the interview, and everyone will ask you about agile methodology. You are following which methodology, and you can explain about the agile model, sprint reviews, and Jira board. Any doubts here before going to next slide? Okay.
No, Vidya, I'm good.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
So, yeah, sure. And after agile methodology, as you all know that, right? So, software testing lifecycle is part of software development lifecycle. In STLC lifecycle, we are having again different phases. In testing, also different phases we have, right? Requirement gathering, test planning, test case developments, what is the environment setup, test execution, and test cycle closure. All these are the different type of steps in software testing lifecycle. So, performance testing is a part in the software testing life cycle. Okay, we are having different type of testings here. So one is, okay, like functional testing and non-functional testing. In functional testing, these are the different testing steps. Unit testing, component, smoke, sanity, regression, integration, API, UI, system, white box, black box. All these are the functional testing types. And non-functional testing types is like security testing, documentation, sanity, reliability, performance. Okay. In coming to performance, we are having different type of testings in performance. Baseline testing, benchmark, load, stress, endurance, break, volume, failover, spike, capacity. All the different type of testings we have in performance testing. These are all the different types of tests, like functional and non-functional. So our performance comes under non-functional testing. In this performance testing, we are having again different type of testings. Okay, so These different type of testings in coming classes we will see it in deeper level. Okay, so these are all the types of tests, and I would like to start the performance testing. Okay, what is performance testing? So I will give you a simple example, okay, about performance testing. Performance testing is a type of test, okay, to see the speed, response, and reliability, scalability, and how many resources can use that particular application or particular feature. So all this comes under performance testing. Okay, so I will give you an example. We can take an example. We are having a Flipkart e-commerce application. Okay, so if you can click on to, if you are interested, or click on to buy any one product, we can say any mobile in the time of sale. Okay, so if you would like to interested to buy that product, what you will do, you will buy that, you will try to hit our add to cart, right? At the time, you people has observed, I think the page will continuously loading for longer time than expected. It's continuously loads, and finally what it will shows, 404 400 bad request, or 500 server not available, or server down. Okay, server error also you will observe, right? All these type of issues we can see it observed in uh, e-commerce applications, right? I think everyone will observe. I think మీరు అందరు కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి ఉంటారు కదా, ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ కానీ అమెజాన్ కానీ ఏదైనా ప్రోడక్ట్ బై చేసేటప్పుడు పేజ్ అనేది కంప్లీట్ గా లోడ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో అలా లోడ్ అయినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే, కంప్లీట్ గా అప్లికేషన్ అనేది డౌన్, సర్వర్ డౌన్, ఆర్ బ్యాడ్ రిక్వెస్ట్, ఆల్ ద ఈ ఇష్యూస్ అయితే మనకి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాం. సో బై యూజింగ్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్ హౌ మచ్ లోడ్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ అప్లికేషన్ ఈస్ హ్యాండిల్. Okay, so is there any memory issues, is there any cpu issues, is there any network or disk issues? All these things we can monitor in the um, using performance testing. Okay, so this is about performance testing. What is performance testing? Just a second, I would like to open this document. Okay, so list of the companies, a lot many we have, so I have listed only few companies. So we are having different number of companies which is having performance testing. Okay, these are the different companies. If possible I will add different type of lists, so in the market available for performance testing. Okay, this is called performance testing. By using performance test, we need to identify, okay, this application 100 users only supports. If 150 users will log in or click on the application, again the application will be breakdown, or cpu issues or memory issues will happen. Okay, and
మ్యామ్ వన్
yes,
డౌట్.
yeah,
యా, లైక్ మీరు ప్రీవియస్లీ ఒకటి చెప్పారు కదా, లైక్ వెన్ వీఆర్ యాడింగ్ ఐటమ్స్ ఇన్ టు ద కార్ట్ వీఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు చెక్ అవుట్ దెమ్ అని. సో దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద పర్టికులర్ మాడ్యూల్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ ద ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్. సో టోటల్ ఫ్లిప్కార్ట్ ని మనం డివైడ్ చేసుకున్నట్లయితే వీ కెన్ సీ ద మాడ్యూల్స్ నియర్లీ 10 to 12.
yes,
సో
yes,
ఎవ్రీ మాడ్యూల్ కి మనం పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్ అనేది చేస్తాం కదా.
yes, yes, we
యా,
have to do we have to do performance testing for every module.
okay, like it is for the entire application, not for the particular
Particular
module.
module, correct, it is for entire application.
Okay.
Based on the client requirement we will uh, do the performance testing.
ఓకే మ్యామ్, అంటే ఇప్పుడు క్లయింట్ నాకు ఈ మాడ్యూల్ లోనే ఇష్యూ వస్తుంది, సో యూ పీపుల్ డూ ద పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ టెస్టింగ్ ఇన్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ మాడ్యూల్ అంటే
No, he cannot say this module is having issue. He don't know about anything about performance testing.
ఓకే.
Okay, he come up with us, we have implemented this particular feature, we want to do performance testing. You
Okay.
people can say my application how much load will able to handle.
ఓకే.
So he will ask like that, then only we can start doing performance testing. In coming classes we will get more deeper about that, like how to do POC, how to do performance testing, when we need to do, why we need, all the things will come.
ఓకే మ్యామ్, ఓకే,
Okay,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
yeah. So you got an idea about what is performance testing, right? So why
Yes.
we need performance testing? Here you can see it clearly. 1 second delay in the page. Okay, what will happen? 7% loss in the conversations. Okay, if 7% loss in the conversation means definitely the page views will be reduced, right? The page views will be reduced. And if the page views will be reduced means customer will not satisfy, right? If the page will loads for longer time, definitely customer get irritates while logging into the application. So if your website, for example, you will get $100 a day. So if the page will be slow, definitely he will lose 2.5 million sales. So that's why we need to do the performance testing. And another thing, by how to identify it was a performance issue or something. So why we need to do performance testing means, like, by using performance testing we need to predict that application performance, it application performance was increased or decreased, or is there any bottleneck issues, or is there any lack of scalability. We need to tell to the client, we need to decide it, and we need to provide the recommendations to the client. In coming classes, each and every step we will do it on deeper level. So today's demo, right, it's a little theoretical part. I would like to explain what is what there in performance testing. So we are having different type of tools in performance testing. Okay, commercial and open source tools. Commercial tools are like load runner. Load runner was implemented by Micro Focus, as you all know that. Before Micro Focus, it was acquired by um, I mean HP, and before HP it was acquired by Mercury. First, this load runner tool was implemented by Mercury, and then they was sold that to HP, and HP buy this. I mean Micro Focus buy from HP on 2019 December. Okay, last 2019 December, Micro Focus has acquired. Okay, and we are also have commercial tools means licensed tools. Neoload we have, Webload we have, Load UI, Load Ninja, Loadster, VSTS, all these things, Sil Performer, RPT, these are all the different commercial tools. We need to pay the license and we can start using of this. And open source tools are like Apache JMeter, Gatling. I think nowadays everyone is looking for Gatling as well. Apache JMeter, Gatling, the Grender, Taurus, K6IO, Locust, Thyssen, and Artillery. All these are the open source tool available in the market. Okay, and why we need performance testing tools? By using these performance testing tools, what we will get, like, for example, I have logged in Flipkart. I have entered homepage and I have entered login information. I have clicked on add product, buy product, and I'm going to
Madam,
log out. Yes.
I have one doubt, madam. Please
Yes.
once again explain the waterfall
Yeah, sure.
model,
Yeah.
madam.
Waterfall model you want to go?
No,
Okay.
waterfall model. Oh yes, yeah, madam.
Okay.
Please,
Okay. Hmm. I need to explain it again.
uh, yeah, madam.
Okay. So waterfall model is like fountain, falling water from fountain. It's like that. Like one step will complete, then only it will enter into the next step. For example, requirements gathering will be done, then only it will move to the analysis phase. Okay. If the analysis will done, it will move to the design phase, and then coding. Once coding, whole coding part means all application coding will done. Till that time it will wait and it will enter into the testing phase. Like that it will goes. Here the difficulty is like, if one process is in middle, for example, coding, the developers writing some code, right? It was in middle. He if he is writing something in a code in middle, okay, we cannot move that to testing phase. Why? Because he is in middle, right? So if it was in agile phase, whatever he was implemented till that part, it will move to the testing phase. That is the difference between agile and waterfall model.
Ma'am, testing also connected the designing, ma'am.
Yes, after testing only it will enter into the designing phase. You can see here, after testing, there is no, like, if any issue we got in testing, right? So we will directly approach to the developers, right? Who is written the code. We can approach to the developer. You can say that, like, I am getting this issue. You cannot directly approach to the developer. Here again it will goes to design, and the design will changes, and again it will comes to the coding phase. Like that it will happens. Any doubts apart from this?
If you don't
No,
mind, can you explain the
yeah,
agile
ma'am.
process also by comparing the both things?
Yeah, sure, definitely I can. So in waterfall model, one step completes, then only it will comes to the next step, right? For example, if if the design phase completes, then only it will come to coding, right? If coding will completes, then only it will come to testing phase. So in agile model, what will happens is the whole application coding will not done. Okay, they will completely divide the project. For example, my net banking application is there. I would like to implement different modules. One is for insurance, one is for neft, I mean transactions, and another one is for loans. Okay, another one is for, like, home loans is different, vehicle loans different, car loans. All these things I am having different modules. So for example, if you take a waterfall model, if you take any one module, for example, I am having a module of insurance development code. Whole insurance development code will complete, then only it will comes to testing. While testing, okay, while they are doing testing, in middle, any issue will comes. For example, any manual testers or functional testers or any performance testers will identify any one issue. It will not again reported that to developers. Again it will goes to acceptance. Once the acceptance done, then only it will enter into requirement phase. Again it will comes from starting. But in agile model, what will happens is, in insurance module also, they will divide the code. For example, in insurance module, I would like to implement a code for senior citizen insurance. Okay, so they will divide the code. First the senior citizen code implementation was done, it will move to testing phase. Okay, at the same time the developers will implement the some other insurance, like uh, some accidental insurance or some any other insurance coding, they will try to implementing. In meanwhile, the testers will test this particular application. And whenever the sprint happens, that if any issues will be identified in the testing, so there the discussions will happens. They will report that into sprint reviews. Okay, that will move to next sprint directly. So in the next sprint, what the developers will do is they will directly involve, and they will take in that particular part, and wherever the issue will happen, they will directly look into that, and they will start changing the code again. So wherever the issues or any uh, litigations or any difficulties happens in middle, every team should be there in same point, and everyone will involve and resolve the issue immediately. That is the main advantage in agile model. I hope everyone will clear after my example.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you. So in between you can stop and ask me, and let me know if I am little speed also. I will make it slow.
Hi, Vidya. I
Yeah,
have
hi.
one small one.
Sure.
Um, Actually, there is one slide list of tools, right? So in that app dynamics, is it tool or how we can consider the app dynamics?
We can consider as a profiling tool, monitoring and profiling tool.
Mhm.
Using app dynamics, we can monitor cpu usage, memory, network, and we can also, using app dynamics, we can deeper level drilling in the sense, like, at which particular point of code, okay,
Mhm.
at which particular point of transaction level, we can detail enter into that particular point, and we can directly get which particular code is taking, due to this which particular code this particular transaction is taking longer time. For example, we have a database issue, I mean database calls. Okay, 100 of database calls are going while executing our test. Okay, for example, out of 100, definitely few lengthy queries will be there, few smaller queries will be there, right? So easily we can identify which particular DB call is taking longer time. We can directly give that particular call to the DB team, and they will directly identify the issue and fix that issue.
Okay, so basically app dynamics is just for monitoring, right?
Yes, monitoring and profiling. Like, is there any deeper level issues we can identify using App Dynamics? In performance monitor, we cannot identify the deeper level issues. Just we can say that the CPU is utilizing 90%, memory is utilizing 100%. Like that, we can get that information. But using the App Dynamics,
Perf-
why CPU is getting this much time? Why memory is occupying this much memory, where it's occupying more, due to which file or due to which code it's taking longer time. So that much deeper information we can collect it using App Dynamics.
Great,
So,
thanks.
Yeah,
we can consider this app dynamic tools as the internal process measuring tool.
internal process.
Internal process
Correct,
measuring.
correct,
Yeah,
correct, correct.
yeah, that mean how much the hardwares are taking to run
Yes,
the application in the
yes,
backend.
correct.
So can we consider like that?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Any other doubts in between?
And Perfman is also comes under the.
Monitoring tool only. Server
Oh,
side monitoring. Yeah, server side monitoring.
So like bottlenecks are the generally we can consider as the bugs in application.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
So with the
Yeah.
using app dynamics,
Yeah.
we cannot use concurrent. I mean, the amount of concurrent user or some
We can, we
exceptions
can, we can.
we can do.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
After
So
concurrent user test execution or after simultaneous user test execution, whatever the results we got, or how many, at which particular thread is on which state. For example, it is on running state or steady state, or any block situation is happened, or is there any deadlock situation is happened, we can also identify. And apart from that, we are having JProfiler and Eclipse Mat, right? By using these two profiling tools, we can also get dumps as well. Thread dump, heap dump, as you are heard about that, right? Garbage collection.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. All those things. In coming classes, we can enter into deeper level, each and
Mm.
every topic. So this is like high level tools I have covered. I would like to
Oh,
show you. So I am trying, like, is there any possibility to show real time app dynamics? I will try it, but I'm not promising, because it's as you all know that it's like a licensed one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. Actually, I'm asking just out of my
correct.
query.
You will clear all my questions while app dynamic session. In that, I will show you document and I will explain each and every step.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Any others, any questions before moving to next slide?
I'm good. We can.
Yeah, sure. So,
No?
yes,
Morning regular classes ఎప్పటి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు మార్నింగ్?
from tomorrow, regular classes will start. I don't want to take break. Okay, from tomorrow we can continue the classes. I think 8 to 9 is the best timing, right? Anyone has any conflicts in the morning timings? 8 to 9.
Like my company, I was working with onshore team, so I like 8 to 9 morning time might be say like a call time to me.
Oh, okay.
So evening time it can't be possible because my work ends at afternoon 2:30 a.m. p.m. That's
Okay, we'll see. I will try to start evening batch as well. I will try to,
okay.
and we'll see based on the rating. I think almost all the people are good with 8 to 9, I guess,
Okay,
morning.
because nowadays I'm working with onshore team because they're
Uh-huh.
conducting the meetings on morning 8 to 9 because their the
Yeah,
time is 8:30 p.m. in the evening. So
understand. Yeah, understand. Okay, sure, definitely. We will start the another batch in the evening.
Okay.
Based on the rating, I will post it on group.
Yeah.
Who are interested and who are would like to continue the classes. Okay, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will post the updates on group.
No issues. Will any people having the
Sorry, you in between you have disconnected. Is my voice is audible for everyone? Yeah, okay. So the main need of performance testing tools is like, for example, we can simulate the users like real time. For example, a user will log in, submit, he will do some actions, right? Same like using these performance testing tools, the users will get simulates. Sorry, in between it got disconnected. Yeah. So load, this was the load runner architecture. Okay, the load runner will have different components. Okay, this was VUGen, controller and analysis. And another thing was like agent mission. Agent mission, we can say it as a load generators. Okay, so by designing the test itself, we can add the number of load generators. Why load generators means we can pump the our load into different missions. Okay, and here we have different type, as you all know that, right? We are having different servers: web server, app server, database server. Database server is used to store the data. So web server, as you all know, that used for front end, and app server is used for application, like where the application will store. So I will explain you in detail about each and every tool. In an overview, I will open it and show you. And these are all the main components in load runner. Okay, VUGen, controller, load generator, agent, process and analysis. So using VUGen, just we can create the scripts and edit the scripts, that's it. So once the scripting part was done, we will upload the script in controller and we will start executing the test. And once the test execution will done, here we are having an another part. I think I have missed to add here analysis. Okay, analysis is used for report generation. Once the testing was done, we can use this for test generation, like test report generation, like how was the response times and all the information we can get in analysis. And the load generators is as you also to, as I said, right? Like I think analysis was I have added in the last. Okay, so load generators is mainly used to um, generate the load between applications. Okay, and agent process is just the connection between the controller and load generator. We can call it as a agent process. And analysis is used for analyzing the results. So in coming classes, we can see it on deeper level. What is all the things, and
And the performance center and the controllers are both are same.
no, performance center, controller, both are same, but compared to controller, the UI perspective, the everything perspective, this performance centers were very flexible. So that the features will be different in, again, performance center is different and the controller was different. I will explain while I'm giving a
But
demo.
if we use the performance center, we'll not use the controller, right?
Yes, correct. Anyone we
Oh,
can use. Out of two, we need to use only one.
yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah. And so I would like to show you about, let me open what it is. No, um, I think I have not saved the document properly. Okay, here another thing was JMeter is also we have okay. So I will tell you in JMeter, just we do not have any particular architecture. By using JMeter only, we have like a slave and master mission. So using slave and master, we can execute the tests. Okay, slave mission and master mission. And in JMeter, we are having different components, as you all know that, right? Like different components alignment, test plan, thread group, In thread group also we are having different type of thread groups, listeners, samplers, config elements, preprocessors, post processors, everything. So I will cover all those things while explaining the classes. And apart from that, I would like to show you how the tools introduction. Okay, so we can call it as a load runner and control. I mean, VUgen. I have told you right. In load runner, we are having three components. So these are all the three components. This is the virtual user generator, controller, and analysis. Okay, so if you can open this virtual user generator, here just we can create the scripts. So that is the purpose of virtual user generator, and I will show you how it will be. And another thing, I will provide you the videos. I don't want to take installation class separately. I will share you the video for load runner and JMeter installation. You can set up it on your systems by using that video.
Which version of load runner we can expect, sir?
Latest version 2022. If you want the older version also, I will share that as well.
Yeah, fine.
Hello.
Both are, yes.
Can I survive without a load runner?
JMeter is there, right? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can. If you, my suggestion was, please start with JMeter. Okay. Once you start
Yeah.
taking with JMeter, and you can continue the classes, whatever I'm saying, explaining. Nowadays, all the companies are expecting JMeter only. So load runner was very few out of 100%, the 10 to 20% was on load runner, remaining all are on JMeter. So please try to learn JMeter as much as you can deeper, and you can ask me more questions and you can learn more. So once your JMeter training will be ends, better to learn load runner. My suggestion
Okay.
was that, yeah. If you are interested, you can learn. But my suggestion was, anyone, anyhow, we are started taking training, right? You can take that as well. That will be a good.
So which is our starting topic means load runner or JMeter?
JMeter. I think
Okay.
everyone who has joined here was on JMeter only. Everyone is on JMeter only. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is the basic script. After opening the load runner, so after creating the script, it will looks like this. This was the JMeter script. So I will tell you in detail in coming classes. Okay, how the JMeter will, how the load runner or JMeter. Okay, I will show you both the tools now so that you will get an idea, right? So this is the
And
controller.
one more, madam, when
Hmm.
can we expect all the settings of a load runner of runtime settings or by detail?
Yes, yes. Each and every, I think I will take one class, whole class for runtime settings itself in detail.
So mostly in real time we are getting trouble
And
from that setting.
another thing, I will tell you the workload model pacing calculations as well. Okay.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
will say like what is about little sla and they will left it, but I will explain you how to calculate the pacing calculation. I think nowadays all the interviews you are expecting that question, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why. That's why. So I will explain you. I will tell you with examples. Okay. Workload
Yeah.
model. I will explain you.
Okay.
And test data setup also I will help you. And traversal flow document, test plan. I will show you all the real time documents. Please don't discourage. Okay. I will show you the real time documents, how the non-functional requirement, how the SOW. From tomorrow, I will explain you in detail. Okay. Hmm. So So this was my controller. Okay. Just I am adding. I have designed one scenario. So this how the controller looks like. I have added here. This is how the controller looks like. So in coming classes, we can see it on detail about controller. And this is the analysis. By using analysis, we can collect all the test results after the test run. Different type of test results we have, right? All the type of test results, we can see it on the analysis. Let me check if we have any. Hmm, Let me check if we have any analysis report. Oh no, I guess I don't know if we have or not, but I'm not sure where it I stored. Let me try to show you the analysis how it was. If it was not there, and I will show you while I'm giving the training. Analysis. Okay. Analysis. If I can get. No, I guess. If any luck, I will show you. No, I think I'm not able to find that analysis file. If I'm able to find, I will show you here. This was the analysis where we can see all the results. Okay, and we can also generate the report like this, like HTML report from here. Okay, this was the component we will use for analysis, and this is about load runner. And coming to JMeter, okay, for JMeter you need a Java. So before going to install a JMeter, you need a Java. I will explain you how to install the Java and all the stuff. I think I have readied a videos. I will share it with you. You can follow the steps. Okay, so in this location, I have installed my JMeter. You can expect JMeter version as a 5.5. So I am opening this particular JMeter application here. This is how the JMeter look like. Okay. Once you open the JMeter, you can see all this thread groups, config elements, listeners, timers, preprocessor, post-processor, session, test fragments, and all. Each and every elements I will explain you with an example. Okay, with GUI mode, non-GUI mode, and different regions, and also virtual table server data setup. I think nowadays everyone is asking about this question also, right? So virtual table server also I will show you using this JMeter, Apache JMeter, and I will also cover that API testing in JMeter as well. This is how the tool was. In this tool only we can run, create, and scripts everything. So all tool, I mean all the things we can handle in this same single tool. That is called as a JMeter. So it's not like that load runner. In load runner, I think you all know, right? Different components we have for each and every one. But here it's not like that. Okay, and this is how the JMeter look likes. And I would like to show you about. This was the toad actually. So I will explain how just the toad is used for Microsoft I mean SQL database. So how to connect all the things I will show you with screenshots. Again, this was not a free version, and again it was a licensed one. That's what I am getting this pop-up. Okay, so I will tell you with in detail with screenshots how this toad works and when we will connect the test data setup, all the things. And this was the Postman, which is used for API testing. So by using this, we can do the API testing like both load runner and JMeter. We can use both the tools for API testing. This Postman is the best API testing tool. We can validate our APIs here. I will explain you this Postman as well. Apart from that, as you all know that Fiddler. Fiddler is used for getting the and capturing the requests like this. Okay, this is the Fiddler, and another one was like F12 developer tools. This was the F12. So if you click on F12 in your mission and if you click on network, whatever you have searched, you will get all the request here. This is how we can use the F12 developer tools. And every point I will go in deeper level in coming classes. That is the F12 developer tools. And another thing was Bad Boy. These are all softwares I will upload you at a time in the browser, and I will share the drive. So this is the Bad Boy tool. We can record the script and convert into the JMeter directly. And no, Bad Boy we cannot use for load runner. We can use only for JMeter. Okay.
So with the in JMeter we have inbuilt recording feature, right? So we no need to use that one. We can use this one, right?
No. The purpose is different. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
whenever we are our script was not directly recording using JMeter, we can use these external tools. I will tell you how to record and when we use that.
Okay. So can we use this tool to record the, I mean, for mobile app testing also?
Yes. Bad Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Because in my last project we tried to proxy setup and everything, but nowadays mobile applications are up to date, so
Yes.
the proxy will not work.
Yes.
That's why.
Try using Bad Boy or Fiddler. It will work out for you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
And another one was these are all the tools we have used, external tools we can call it as a. And in your system also you can see this performance monitor. This is the one of the monitoring tools, which how much bytes and every network or every CPU memory, everything, how much it's occupying, all the thing, how it works, when we can collect, how to collect all the information, we can get it using this performance monitor. Okay. And another thing was J profiler. This will be used for thread dumps, heap dumps. We can call it as a profiling tools. Nowadays, interviewers are asking thread dumps, heap dumps, all these things, right? Yeah. So this was the tool. This is how it looked like. So this is also a licensed one, but they have given for us like uh, 10 days free trial. I think if the free trial will expires, again you need to uninstall it and install again. Okay, this is how the dumps, heap dumps, we can get it from here. Okay, so this is the profiling tool. You can keep it in your resume, that will be more helpful for you. And another one is Eclipse. So and due to network issues, it's getting disconnecting continuously. So this was the memory analyzer tool. So by using this, you can directly see the how where memory issue is happening, which class is taking which class loader, which hash map keys, or which Java related code related issues we can easily identify using this memory analyzer tool. So I think you all know that, right? This is the workbench. And okay, the developers and anyone can use this memory analyzer tool. So these are the tutorials. If you want to learn more about this, you can. And this is the overview. And if you can add the existing open heap dump file or something, so you can get more idea. Let me add anyone, and you can see, observe how it was. Okay, it's loading. So here you can find out all the memory leaks or anything will happen, how much percentage, due to which error, why it's happening, all the information you can get it using this Eclipse mat. This is, we can call it as a engineering level monitor. Any doubts here about this Eclipse mat? Like this, it will clearly shows you this problem, this particular class loader, you we have identified this problem. Okay, so it occupying this much percentage of bytes of memory. Like that, it will shows you. This is about Eclipse Mat, and these are all about my tools overview, whatever I'm going to cover. And I'm not promised you about the type dynamics and other stuff, but I will try to cover it. Okay, Jenkins or app dynamics, if I can get a proper configuration from any others help. So I think the app dynamics configuration was little bit critical, right? In companies, I think the infrastructure team will helps, but for our systems, I think it will be little difficult. So I need to work with app dynamics team, and I will try to set it up. Once I will get a setup, I will show you app dynamics as well. Okay, so any doubts before going to close the session? From tomorrow we will start from the actual class, like that will includes like what I can say, uh, like POC of the first, if any new project will comes, how it will be. Okay, so my classes were including from Sunday also. Okay, so Sunday to Saturday, and doubts will be, you can ask in group or post in group, or you can call me anytime, I will answer you. And resume preparations, all these things will be different. Okay, I mean, it will not included as part of training. Okay, it will be after the course completes, I will help you in preparing the resume preparation. The separate amount will be charged for this, and interview questions also the same. So when I am trying to explain in detail the application in a detail about like real time, if I say like this was important, this was important, you can note down each and every point in detail. And also mock, if anyone is ready to take attend the crack the interviews by yourself without proxies also available, like mock interviews, I will guide you, and I will give you a confidence to attend in yourself interviews, and you can crack the interviews. So any questions, any doubts before going to close the demo session? Sorry, your voice is very low.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm audible now.
So what are the protocols you are going to cover in the load runner?
Yeah, I will open. I will open. Web services, true client,
As that
API.
true client.
Yeah. Let me open. Let me open. That's what I have attached the document here. Let me open. I will cover Ajax true client, API, and web services. Web HTTP, HTML, I think you all know that, right? That will
Web
be common.
services.
Common. Yeah, web services I am going to cover. Here I have added 6.
Yeah, 13.
Yes, this will be for only, this is for load runner. I think JMeter, web services, API testing, both we can use. Everything will be done in the same UI only.
Okay.
In load
Yeah.
runner only, it will be the little different protocols. So in JMeter, this true client also we can do. Okay. So nowadays a new plugin will came in JMeter, but we have never used that. So I will try to show it. If possible, I cannot promise you, because I also didn't have any experience on working with JMeter. So if possible, I will show you.
Okay.
Yeah. So please go through my PPT. I will share the PPT so that all the documents, whatever I'm going to cover for JMeter load. If I missed in to add all the topics in the document also, you can ask, ma'am, I want this, I want that. So definitely I will include it. I will cover the pacing workload model and pacing calculations as well, and thread dumps, heap dumps, garbage collections, load balancers also I have forgotten to include. Load balancers, why we need load balancers. And you will getting questions like this, right? If the project is a new project, so how to gathering your requirements, or how to do the POC, how to get the number of users. All this information also I will explain, like from tomorrow we will enter into the real time. Okay, you can assume that in a new project will comes, so how to start that project. From that stage, I will start completely into real time.
Vidya, I have one. Sorry. So how much knowledge we need, I mean, about JSON or XML
How much?
for the JMeter?
Sorry.
For the JMeter, customize, we need to write the customized script, right? So
Yes,
how much knowledge required?
bean shell coding. I will cover the bean shell scripting, and I will provide you bean shell codes as well, like important bean shell codes as well. I will share with you whatever I have worked on my previous organizations. So I will share all the codes with you. And coming to load runner also, I will cover different type of functions and custom request challenging also, both
Okay,
in load
so
runner and JMeter.
okay, so Bean shell is good, right? As compared to the, I mean, JSON or XML, right?
Yes, no one will use JSON or XML. JSON or XML will be based on the application. In rare application only JSON and XML will be coming. So I will give you a basic overview of that JSON and XML as well, right? Anyhow, I will cover that as
Okay,
well. Like,
fine.
not that much deeper. At least you have to know the basic, right? How to record and how to do the correlation for JSON and XML parts.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. If I missed any topic also, please feel free to ask me. I will cover that as well. Okay, if you have any doubts, questions, you can also reach me out. And coming to fee structure, if you are asked about fee structure, actually I don't want to discuss any fee structure in the class times. So if anything payment related, all the things I will post it on group. So actually the fees was for 2 tools, it was 20,000, and for 1 tool it was 12,000. So whoever interested to cover the both tools, so you can pay like 2 times. And like whenever the load runner will start, you can pay some amount at that time, and you can pay half amount now, whoever interested to take both tools. So whoever like to take only 1 tool, you can pay the payment at a time. Any other doubts? If you have any personal concerns, you can ping me and request me. I will definitely help you out about this regarding fees also. Like,
Hello, madam. After completing these codes, how level we can expect the hands-on on JMeter or the load runner?
um what I can say is, after my course, you cannot you don't want any support, like you can directly work on your application with my documentation, with my videos, and with my I'm thinking to buy a new project. Okay, any one real time project, I will try to set it up as soon as possible. So if I get that project, I think you people can do it by yourself with a real time thing, right? So
Yeah.
complete idea also you will get. I will try to make it as soon as possible. If it won't possible, definitely I will give you after this completion of the training also. I will share that project, not at all a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to set it up, but the setting up and configurations will take little difficulty, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Once
And
I will, yeah.
and then how many days it's going to take for completing the course?
For
Total course.
completion of the course, it will take 20 days. Okay, so by the institute and outside the institute, people will take like all these things is there, right? SDLC, STLC life cycle. For this life cycle only, they will cover 10 days. So I don't want to take for theoretical part 10 days. I would like to show you each and every step, each and every element and component in practical way. That's what I will take more time in real time, and the theoretical part I will take less time. Okay, 20 days I'm keeping as a target. If it will be more or less also, it will never happen. So less days, definitely it will goes more days only. I will cover all the entire topics if it will be more than 20 days also, no problem. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, Vijay. Actually, do we have any special certifications on this corresponding course? Like, if you want to become a performance tester? Do we have any
Yeah,
special
yeah, yeah.
certificate?
Actually, we do not have any special certifications. We are having only one Amazon AWS certification. That will be like after 8 years experience, we can do it. Even I have an 8+ or 9 years experience, right? I have not done any certification. So certification is not a mandatory. Okay, we can, I mean, how much learn, how much uh, content as we can learn and take it, and how many doubts you can ask it to me, that much learning you will have. So daily basis practice is very, very important, as I said.
And
Yeah.
what is the scope of the scripting in this? Like what amount of the scripting we are going to use for the performance testing?
What amount of scripting I can say is like, based on the application, the scripts will be changed, but uh, I will use demo. The application, that is WebTools. You cannot take like everyone is using the demo application. That was very simple. You cannot take it like that. In the demo application only, I will show you the multiple challenges, how to handle the different scripting challenges and different functions. Everything I will show you. Like writing the custom code as well, including the custom code. I mean, in JMeter, we can call it as a bean shell. In load runner, we can call it as a custom request.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we need any programming knowledge? Actually, one of my
Basic,
issue is that.
basic will be fine. No need. Like in JMeter also, bean shell we will use, but every time we will use the regular variables, regular thing. Okay, you need to know the process, how we will do. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts before going to stop the session? From tomorrow actual class will start. Okay, so from tomorrow itself I will explain you, this was important, this was interview questions. You can note it down day by day. You can note it down and you can ask, you can post it on groups, you can discuss. I will help you more if any. And I would like to say another thing, I will give you a references from my end as well, company references. I don't charge any amount. Okay, I will provide you references, and whoever is having 4+ experience, let me know. Who are interested, I will share you one number and I will post it on group, so you can call and set up the interviews. Okay, I will provide you a genuine references from companies. Any other questions? I think more questions in demo session only I can expect. After that, I think no one will speak up. So performance testing is a very good tools and good demanding in market. For example, if you can take development, okay, 100 openings is there, 100 employees is there. But performance testing, it's not like that. 100 openings is there, only 50 employees is there. So that you can understand how much demand is there in the market in performance testing. We are having lot of openings. So based on the resume weightage and the content we are going to upload, that will be based on that only it will you can crack the interviews and you can get the jobs. I think after my training you can directly attempt the interviews and you can crack the interviews.
Ma'am, I don't know whether to ask this question or not. So you are
Yes,
telling about scripting. So this scripting is all about the coding for an application or writing any logics.
writing the logics, that's it.
Okay, does it need any programming language knowledge, or
For
we can
load
learn it
runner,
from?
for load runners, basic C language.
Okay.
For JMeter, JavaScript, Java, Groovy, anything is fine. So just
Okay.
basic, how to declare the variables, how to write if else, file readings,
Yeah.
buffer readers, those things.
Okay.
Any other questions, doubts?
If we don't have any coding language, can we expect any some basics knowledge of on a coding from this course?
Definitely, right? Definitely basic bean shell scripting. I'm going to cover basic.
Yeah, you
coding.
Set for the load runner, right?
Load runner also I will.
Oh.
Basics definitely. Just to writing the basics of if else is not that big, right? Yeah. If else for loops only we will use in load runner, not than that. I will give you few codes. Okay, everywhere if you go anywhere, you can use the repeated code only. That's it. The variable names and the names will be changes. That's it. Apart from that, nothing will happen. Okay.
Vidya,
Yes.
the last one.
Huh.
So, can you tell us about, the performance testing effort, the scenarios, how can we identify, how can we deal with that?
I mean, you mean like adding the file concepts? You mean you want to write some data to the file and reading the data from data from the file, you mean?
No.
Hmm.
Before start the,
Hmm.
performance test,
Hmm.
we need to calculate the estimation. I mean, the
That's what I'm
performance test
saying. That
plan,
is
right?
called as a workload model or and
Uh-huh.
test planning. Okay.
Yes.
Test planning. Yes, I will cover. From tomorrow we will start that.
Uh,
POC of the
thank
application. Once POC done, NFR we can gather. Once NFR is ready, we can start the workload modeling and test planning. All the things will happen.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. I will cover all the end to end. No need to worry. Okay. In between, if I miss any content, feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And any other doubts apart from this? So another thing was I will give you a 2 to 3 days time for fee payments. You can do the fee payments using Google Pay or Phone Pay. I will post you the number on group. And if you are not paid the fees, whoever like more than 1 week, I will give maximum of 5 days. Whoever not paid till 5 days, I will expel them directly from the group. Okay, so I don't want to discuss more about fee payments here. So thank you so much for joining. And I think few people are dropped due to lag. Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thank you, Vidya.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.